Well, hello again guys, and welcome to another cooking video. Hey, with me Craig, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make oat and raisin cookies. So, what you'll need for the ingredients is 200 grams of dark brown sugar, 100 grams of light brown sugar, 175 grams of unsalted butter, unsalted, 175 grams, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, come here, 2 eggs, because we'll be using one of those all and just an egg yolk out of the other. Where are we? 250 grams of plain white flour, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. I've got to get used to saying that, bicarbonate. I don't really pronounce it very well. You know what I mean? Bicarbonate of soda. 100 grams of porridge oats. 100 grams of raisins. And as you can see, I've got 2 white and dark chocolate bars, and taken 25 grams off each, white and dark, and then cut them up into small pieces like that, so it makes chocolate chips. So you don't have to buy your chocolate chips pre-made, just make them yourself. And that's it basically for the ingredients. So what you want to do now is line 2 baking trays with baking paper and preheat your oven at 170 degrees Celsius. And now what you need to do first is, do you know that butter? Let's bring it over to here. Melt it on a very, very low heat. Let's get that camera over here. Get me wooden spoon. So you want to melt all that lovely butter first. Taking this out sooner than I did last time. Remember when I put a big block in, and as you can see it's all nicely melting nice and a bit quicker now anyway. Hey guys, is that lens alright? So as you can see, no, I thought my lens had steamed up then. You know, the camera lens. Sorry about that guys. So, let's melt this, because what you want to do is, you want that melted butter ready and cooled off, because we're going to mix the rest of the ingredients soon, like, in a minute. Just want to melt this off and then take it off the heat. Melt it on a very, very low heat, the lowest heat setting you've got. Like I said, I do all this in real time, so any mistakes stay as mistakes, like obviously melting the butter where I paused for a couple of seconds. Didn't mean to guys, I'm new at all this. And like I said to you, I'm trying to get a nice channel going. cooking channel and show you guys how to do some nice home cooking. None of the fancy stuff and all that, just make do with what you've got, just what everybody else would have in their homes. Just your basic cooking tools, you know, like wooden spoons, etc. And I won't be speeding the videos up or anything. And I'll also list the ingredients on screen as it's all being played, and also, you know, as good as possible directions for each step as the video's going through, but it will all be in real time. So however long it takes for them to be made, mixed, etc, etc, each recipe, etc, etc, will be the real time. It'll be in real time, like, so you can do it along with me. Right, that's all nicely melted now, so I'll turn that knob off. And now let's do this so I can show you in real time all the ingredients being mixed and everything. Move them out of the way. Only done this so I can show you all the ingredients again, so I don't have to weigh them out all in front of you. And you already know the ingredients anyway because I've shown you. You know what I mean, guys? Hey, let's turn that light around, get some light going. It's a bit dark, isn't it? Looks. Well, let's get some light going. Get my electric whisk plugged in and up and running. Okay, now what you want to do is get your dark brown sugar, put it in, and your light brown sugar, pop it in, and then remember that butter you've just melted and let it cool just slightly. You want to shove that in to your sugar, and then cream it all together. On the lowest setting. Like that. Don't know what we've got with the whisk then. Just cream it all together. We'll start fluffing up and all that, so don't worry guys. You know what I mean? I know it's bloody noisy, isn't it, guys, all this? I know it is, sorry. But we'll get there. It is bloody noisy though, isn't it, guys? So just keep mixing it all together. All that lovely butter, melted butter, and your sugars. Just keep creaming them together. Okay, until you get about that consistency. It's just a little bit thick where it just drops off your finger. Don't worry, my finger's nice and clean. But it's not too thick, if that makes sense. Try and get more light on there. Just like that. So it looks like, I don't know, caramel. Sort of a caramel consistency. You know, really, really soft caramel. Right. What you want to do now is add both of your eggs. One whole and one egg yolk out of the other. So, what should I do first? The whole egg. Okay, and now I'll show you, just put that to one side, how to get the egg yolk out. So let's crack the egg, just pull it apart lightly and then separate the egg yolk from the white by bouncing it between both halves. And there you go, a nice egg yolk. And there's the egg white, which I suppose you could use for, I don't know, meringues or something, I suppose. But get rid of that. Pop that there, doesn't matter. So, with your whole egg and your extra egg yolk, there it is. Bring that up a little bit. And you want to add your 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Oh. Always have a towel handy as well, guys. You know, when you're get sloppy a little bit, like with those eggs and that. So you want 2 teaspoons of vanilla extracts. There's 1 and 2. And you know what's coming next, don't you guys? Hey? Oh, get back on, you stupid thing. Was just trying to get me lid back on the vanilla extract bottle. So what you want to do with that now is whisk it until it becomes nice and smooth. So blend all that together and you'll get like a fluffy consistency out of it, if that makes sense. As you can see, it's already changed. Look at that. Just keep blending all that together. Give it a good mix. Use your wooden spoon if you have to get everything off the sides. So you can whisk it all in. Scrape the sides and be able to whisk everything in. Keep moving it. Be careful though that you don't hit your whisks on that. Just keep moving the mixture just like that. You'll eventually go with the whisk. Like, use the whisk about every now and again. Keep doing that. So it doesn't nice and pale, like that, and nice and smooth, just like it is doing. Oh, the whiskers are jacking in. Mixing it, whisking it. Try and show you as best as I can, guys. Keep doing it. Now it's nice and smooth. Let's put the whisk to one side, and then what we want to do is add the flour. Where's the flour? Right there. But sift it in like that. Just sift your flour in like that and tap it on side with your palm of your hand, nice and gently, till it all sifts in there, just to get all the lumps out of it and stuff. Nearly there, as you can see. And there we go, guys, all done that. Put that sift to one side, and then you need your salt and carbonate of soda. So salt, half a teaspoon, and then half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. See, I keep mispronouncing it, guys, like an absolute dipstick. Half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. And then just mix it all together. Fold it all in. Just keep mixing it, guys, don't worry about it. As you can see, it's all nicely thickening up now as well. I've just used the same spoon as I used for melting the butter, doesn't matter, you know. And if you've got one, a spatula would be great just for the sides. Your bowl, get all that flour in there, you know, that's all stuck to the sides, isn't that? Just scrape it all in. And then give it a really good mix. As you can see, all the flour's disappearing now. And it's all, you're going to need a bit of elbow grease for this, like, though, you know what I mean? Hey. Mix it all together, keep folding it and mixing, folding and mixing. just like that. And it'll give you muscles, this. Just keep mixing it all up nicely. And you'll go like elasticy. You know what I mean? Hey, just like that. And then use your spatula to scrape all that gooey goodness off your wooden spoon. Just like that. Put them to one side. Okay. And now you want to add your oats, raisins, and then fold all that into the mix, and don't be a dipstick and do that what I just did, because I was just being a little bit too heavy-handed then. But mix this into the mix. Just keep folding, because this is going to toughen your dough up, so you can like roll it into balls when you're putting on your baking tray. It's not as thick a mixture as some of the other cookie dough mixtures I've done in the past, but just give that a good mix. Don't worry, you'll get rewarded for all your hard work when you've done it. Hey? Okay, just like that. And look at that just on my finger right there. So have a towel handy just for wiping all your muck off your hand. You can always wash your towel, you know what I mean, afterwards, your tea towel, but a clean tea towel that is, you know. And then add your chocolate chip cookies. Your chocolate chip cookies, what am I on about? Shut up, Craig. Your chocolate chips to your cookies. To make them sort of chocolate chip cookies as well as everything else. I'm using a spoon because it's, but I'd say a spatula's easier, so use your spatula. Bugger that. Don't go through hot work if there's no need, is there? Eh? If there's an easier bloody way. Yeah, spatula's better. So just keep mixing all that together with your spatula, folding it all in, just like that. Just like that. Don't worry, my hands are clean. Always are when I cook. You've always got to have clean hands. So that's what you'd end up with, looking like. So let's try and flatten this down, because I'm going to be making 12 out of this mixture. I want to get rid of all these bowls that I had the ingredients in. Put them in my sink to wash. Where my nice clean water is, salt water. So that's basically flattened down now. Well, what you want to do now is split it in half and then section it off, so you still get the 12 portions out of it. 1, and 2. 1, 2 and 3. So again, because I've only got one baking tray, I'm going to be doing 2 lots. So if I do that, I don't want to touch the camera while my hands are getting all mucky and all that. That's all, guys. So doing my best to show you here. As you can see, it just sticks to you. It's nice gooey stuff, this. Anyway, roll them into a ball. Your sections, you know, cut them into a pizza. However many you want, cut that many, like as if you're cutting like pizza slices, you know. Then roll them into nice balls. Do not flatten them or anything, just keep them the way they are. And then put them on your baking sheet, just like that. Get the next one. This is really, 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 really messy. But that's the joy of cooking, right, guys? So roll it into a ball, just like that. That, and put it on your baking sheet. Baking paper with enough room between them to spread out. And again, so roll them into a ball, then straight on your baking tray. And again, kids will love this, doing this part. If you've got any little kiddies about that like cooking as well, who want to make their own cookies and that, they'll love this gooey part. It's really messy. So roll that into a ball as well. But if you want to make these kids, always have adult supervision as well. Don't want anybody getting burned, do we? Hey? So keep rolling them. Because I'll do this first batch like I always do, and then I'll do the second batch. And I'll show you these cuts before I put them on the cooling rack, like I do always. I'm just going to turn the video off for the actual cooking time, baking time of them. So scrape everything up. Just make sure your hands are clean. Roll it into a ball, just like that. There we go. And that's that done, that half. Ready. So, there they are. The cookies. Now all rolled out. Do not press down on them or anything. Just roll them into balls and place them on the baking tray with your baking sheet, and that's all you need to do. And then what you want to do is, in that preheated oven, you preheated at the beginning of all this to 170 degrees Celsius. You want to pop these in for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to do it now, and then I'll be back in 15 minutes and I'll show you them at the same time. I'll probably let them cool down as well at the same time, and then, you know, put the video on again. But there you go. These are what they look like before they go into the oven, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes, guys, 25 minutes. Alright, see you guys when these are done. And guys, and here they are, actually cut and everything, done and dusted, been in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, and then let them cool off on the trays for about 10 minutes, so you can nicely just finish cooking off and everything. And then what you want to do is get them off, start putting it that way, and then start putting them on your cooling rack here. So take them off and then pop them on your cooling rack, and then just let them cool off for about half hour. You know, ready for munching on and eating. I'm just going to use this same paper for my second batch of cookies. As you already know, I've only got one baking tray, you know what I mean, to do it. But so if you've got two and you can line two baking trays, fantastic. You won't need to do them separately like I have to. You know, half and half. Let's see if I can put them on there a bit more. And then take them all off your baking tray. And there they are. So let them cool down for about half an hour. You know what I mean? Hey. And I'll be right back when everything's done, because I'm just going to do my second batch now, my second half, on the one tray I've got. And then once all 12 are done, I'll be back and I'll show you what they look like plated up. But that's what you need to do. Let them cool off on the baking tray for about 10 minutes. And then pop them onto a wire rack, a cooling rack. And that's it. I'll be right back, guys. And I'll show you all 12 plated up and everything. See you in a minute, guys. And here they are, all done and nicely cut. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Always try your food, you know, that you've just cooked. Yeah, like I was saying, if you like the video, subscribe, give it a like, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I do other cooking videos. Sorry, I'm just really enjoying this cookie at the same time. So subscribe, hit the bell button, share this video, whatever, all helps. I'll be uploading a video 2 to 3 times a week. And look after yourselves and each other. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, enjoy your new cookies you've just made, by the way. See you next video. Bye bye, guys. Do the subscribing and everything.